Dear Debbie, we heard you make ignorance look relevant in 12-point fonts. Had to find out for ourselves.
It was true.
On May 4th, 2010, you wrote an article titled, Hip Hop Curriculum, Your Day in the Decline of Public School Education. You copied and pasted pictures of half-naked women and Snoop Dogg, labeled them teacher for children who rather learn from a beat or a cadence than textbooks.
You gave tongue lashings to the backs of students who learned articulation through the art of verse.
Patronize an education route you have never driven on.
You'd rather for your ears to be excluded from the definition of liberatory education.
Are you scared of the definition or the liberation in it?
Yeah! Hip-hop is our only liberation.
The Underground Railroad to our enlightenment.
Do not put shackles on our methods.
Do not steal our right of expression. Do not come with cotton-filled gas chambers to stop us from reaching our North Star of David.
What?
In 1957, Melba Beals and 8 other students sealed the name tag of integration to their left breast as they enrolled into Little Rock Central High School.
Like most girls,
Melba cradled her appearance when getting ready for school. She released the rollers from the captivity of her hair,
slide on fake red lipstick like her mother and grandmother would,
and carefully pick out which dress would get spit on that day. Marched into a school that smelled like a mixture of Emancipation Proclamation and Slave Master. She remembered what being 3/5 of a person felt like in her attempt to be whole.
On July 7, 1984, Charles Howard was beaten and drowned in the rainbows he was sick of hiding in.
You can smell his blood, shamefully painted into the concrete of Maine.
The embarrassment of revealing colorful flesh under hetero shelves is difficult, while trying to simultaneously maintain a typical male image. I wonder if those teenagers could see their manhood
in his beautifully bent hands. Sometimes, I believe my mother had learned her discipline techniques from 19th century cotton fields.
Friends raised their eyebrows when I spoke of her strength until I displayed the separated skin on her thighs,
the 8 balls on my stomach, and the missing parts of my grin. They were in awe at my motif of bruises.
The first time I felt beautiful.
And sometimes I would scream, I'm running away. She mocked me beautiful again. She made me the canvas my father made her. And I smile at our matching bruises.
She never created a trail away from his Paintsville, so I don't know what path to walk in.
Only when the oppressed try to escape their oppressors is when the oppression really begins.
In 1861, Paul ran from 3 white boys who told him to kiss their shoes.
They made him kiss a noose instead.
On October 24, 2004, 3 Milwaukee policemen brutally beat Frank Jude
while off duty. On April 4, 2010, we earned a 4-year full tuition scholarship for the only urban arts program in the nation known as Earthway. Thank you.
And only a month later, you wrote an article criticizing our hip-hop pedagogy
because we demonstrated our scholastic abilities on a microphone rather than a standardized test.
Debbie, we know you make ignorance look relevant in 12-point fonts, but don't let your idle opinions dismiss or delete our humble methods to educate.
Stop. Before you sign your name to a timeline of oppressors. Sincerely,
hip-hop scholars.